Voters in North Carolina are heading to the polls today in a special election to fill a House seat that's been vacant since last year. The nation is watching the election closely as a possible early indicator of voter sentiment for the 2020 election. It's the final race of 2018.
We got a chance to change this country, and that's why we're here today.
And while North Carolina's 9th District do-over election may technically be Dan versus Dan, it also poses an early 2020 test for President Trump.
A vote for any Democrat tomorrow in North Carolina is a vote for the rise of radical socialism and the destruction of the American dream.
At an election eve rally for Republican candidate Dan Bishop, the president made it clear that today's results are about more than just one election.
Tomorrow, we take the first steps to firing Speaker Pelosi and winning back the House in 2020.
The GOP is putting a lot of time and money into winning this reliably Republican seat. President Trump carried the 9th District by 12 points in 2016.
Dan McCready, I'm the Democrat running.
Democrat Dan McCready has been campaigning for more than 2 years.
My wife and I actually measure in terms of number of kids, because we had 3 when we started 27 months ago. We got 4 now.
McCready lost the 2018 race to Republican Mark Harris by just 905 votes. But the state's Board of Elections refused to certify Harris the winner amid allegations of ballot fraud against a political operative working for the Republicans' campaign.
We saw what we know now was the largest case of election fraud in modern-day American history. I'm going to tell you, the easy thing to do when we saw that would have been to throw in the towel. I chose to fight.
Mr. President, we're not tired of winning.
Bishop is betting that doubling down on the Trump agenda will bring him a victory in this conservative-leaning district.
I certainly will go to Washington and work very aggressively to help President Trump.
The campaigns and outside groups have combined to spend millions on television, a sign of how high both parties view the stakes heading into 2020.
Our family can't afford Dan Bishop.
How y'all doing?
McCready, a former Marine and self-described political moderate, admits that some of the debates playing out in his party's presidential primary pose a challenge for him in the district, especially in TV ads.
Dan McCready, a liberal, backed by radicals.
His opponent and even the president attempt to paint him as an ultra-liberal.
Do you feel like you're running against Dan Bishop, or do you feel like you're running against Donald Trump?
Well, I'm running against Dan Bishop. Unfortunately for him, he's not running against a socialist. He's running against the United States Marine.
Democrats hold an 8-point voter registration advantage in the district, but a Republican has held the seat for 5 decades. Dan Bishop was the lead sponsor of North Carolina's bathroom bill in 2016. It would have made people use the bathroom of the biological sex on their birth certificate.